another episode of Aligned and Thriving for Teachers. Your space for honest chats, practical mindset tips, and a reminder that you are not a robot in a blazer. You are a whole human being doing an incredibly tough job. I'm Mel, I'm a teacher, and I'm a mum, and I'm also a woman who sometimes forgets to shut the door when she's recording her podcast to try and keep her dog out of the picture. And I also forget what day of the week it is at least once a week if I'm not looking at a calendar. But who else? Honestly, you all do that at some point, right? Well, today I have a great topic to talk to you all about. And it's something that creeps up on you and then whacks you over the head. I like to refer to it as burnt toast energy, but you could also call it burnout. But I like burnt toast vibes better because it's the vibe when you're scraping through your day, just like burnt toast. You're still technically functioning, but just everything feels off, just bitter, exhausted, and you're over it. Does that sound familiar? If you've ever found yourself crying over the photocopier or sitting in your car after school staring at absolutely nothing, not remembering what you needed to do, then this episode is really going to speak to your soul. So what does burnout really feel like? Well, and I'm only talking from my experience and what I've talked to others about, burnout doesn't always look like you're falling in a heap or that you're consistently calling in sick. Sometimes it looks like losing your patience with your own kids or your family or your partner after you have held yourself together all day. Sometimes it might be forgetting simple things like feeling like your brain is absolutely made of fog. It might be dreading work on a Sunday afternoon, even after you've had an entirely restful weekend. But you get that horrid feeling in the pit of your stomach when you realize that it is Sunday night and you have so much that you need to do to prepare yourself for the next day, for Monday morning, and you've got to get ready to go. It might mean that you feel numb, not sad, not angry, just flat, really. It might be that you're getting home and you have literally nothing left in your tank for anyone else, and you are done. You are done with the day, you are done with everything, and you physically just can't do anymore. So there is zero functioning at this point. So here's the kicker. Burnout actually often appears the most in our really high functioning teachers. And I'll put my hand up to this. I was one of those teachers. I probably still am, but I'm trying to work on that. But they're the ones that care. They really try. They're trying to help others. They're taking on extra. They're holding space for everyone until they physically can't do it anymore. And that's when things just fall apart. So here are some hidden signs that might help for you to identify that either you or someone else might be on the brink of burning out. So let's name them up. You might sigh constantly, even when you're not aware of it. You might forget what day it is or why you walked into a room. You're starting to get that sense of brain fog. You might have zero capacity for drama or any extra demands. You might even get a little bit snappy. You might avoid social stuff, even the fun things. So that's that person that might not go to anything after they've been at work all day. You might feel resentful towards your job, even though you love your job and you should be grateful, but you still have that feeling inside you. Burnout is not a mindset issue. So please get that through your head. I know I've talked to you lots in my previous episodes about your mindset and helping to change your mindset, heal your mindset, all of those things. But burnout is not a mindset issue. It's actually a nervous system issue. It's because your body has been in survival mode for too long and your body's physically trying to protect you. So it puts itself in this mode. So we need to have a mindset shift, though, that rest is actually productive. Okay? So say it with me. Rest is not a reward, it's a requirement. I really hope you all said that. And if you didn't, please, I'm going to do it one more time and you're going to do it with me. Rest is not a reward, it's a requirement. Okay? Because your value is not based on how much you get done. You don't need to earn your downtime. You have permission. Well, okay, I'm giving you permission to leave work unfinished. I give you full permission to say no to another committee. If you're already on 1, 2, 3, you do not need to be on anymore. There's plenty more people to go around. Okay? You're allowed to say no. And if you don't know how to say no, go back to my episodes that says no is go back. Just go back to that episode and listen to it again. Listen to my episode about boundaries. Okay? You need to set them because you are protecting you. I give you full permission to watch Netflix and binge without guilt. I give you full permission to go to bed at 8 o'clock. I give you full permission to put your pajamas on the minute you walk in your door. Because really, who does not get home and get changed out of their work clothes? I don't know about you, but that is literally the first thing I do. When I walk in that door, I get rid of the day by changing my outfit because that actually helps to change my mindset. I go into home mode. You know how people wear activewear to make them put themselves in that mindset that they're going to be active? It's just like that. But I put comfy clothes on to tell myself that I'm now relaxed. I'm going to be in comfort mode. That's me. I give you permission to do that too. I give you permission, and this is definitely if it is fully necessary. And yes, I have 110% done this before. It may not have been on my own accord. It may have been strongly encouraged by the principal at the time. But as a one-off, okay, I'm not saying every week, every month, every term. I am saying if you physically feel that you need it, your mental health counts for a sick day. Okay? So I give you permission, if you are listening to this episode and you are really feeling that you have the burnt toast vibe, you need a day to reset, that yes, a mental health day is a sick day. And if you want to come at me with anything otherwise, go for it. Because if I see a staff member coming up to me and I can sense that they've got burnt toast energy, and I say, I really think you should stay home tomorrow. And they go, no. I said, I'm strongly encouraging you that you are sick. And then they look at you like, huh? Come on, guys. Read between the lines. You are sick. You need a day. You just need to reset, redo, and rewind. And let's go again next week. Or let's try again after that day. Let's just hit the reset button. We do the same thing with children. So again, we need to put ourselves first. Okay? So, mini reset. As I said, it's not a mindset issue, it's a nervous system issue. So, let's focus on your nervous system. So, when your nervous system is fried, please don't overthink it. Do less. I want you to try this. I want you to start with slow breathing. So, that is 4 seconds in and 6 seconds out. And repeat this 3 times. So what that looks like, in case you're not sure, 4 seconds in through the nose and then 6 seconds out. And repeat that 3 times. Breathing matters. It naturally helps to reset your nervous system. Another thing that you can try is progressive muscle release. So tensing a muscle, holding, and then releasing. And you can start from your toes and then work your way through your body, releasing as you go. Another really good one that I find works for me because I'm really at peace when I'm in nature is grounding. So this is something that a lot of counselors or psychologists might tell you to do. And again, been to those before. So this is just a useful strategy. So you start by feeling your feet. It might be putting your feet flat on the floor. It might be going outside into nature and putting your feet on the grass, or on the ground. And you are naming 5 things that you can physically see. So this is thinking about your hand. So 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. So again, 5 fingers on your hand, 5 senses, and you work your way through. It's just visualizing and bringing yourself back into the moment. It's a bit of a reset. Another really good one is sunlight and silence first thing in the morning, even if it's just 3 minutes, getting out and looking at the sunrise and having that time. Again, it's outside, it's in nature, it's that type of thing. It's those little things. And if you're doing little things consistently, you start to rebuild your resilience and reset your nervous system. Okay? Another thing that you can do is some statements to say to yourself. So these are what I like to call some compassion statements. So showing compassion for yourself. So on the really hard days, you can whisper to yourself these things. I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. It's okay to pause. I don't have to push through everything. It is okay to pause. I don't have to push through everything. I'm allowed to have needs too. That's a good one. I like to tell myself that every now and again. I like to remind my husband of that every now and again, that I'm allowed to have needs too. There are things that I need to buy. Sorry. I'm trying to be really serious, but that doesn't work all the time, does it? Sorry. Real life, real chats. That's what we're here for. This moment is hard, but it won't last forever. That's a big one for me. That's actually something that got me through some really hard times, knowing that it doesn't last forever. Guys, you're a teacher. You have your class for a year. Sometimes in a small school, you might have some of those kids again, but it is a year. It is 4 terms, okay? Used to be 3, now it's 4. But you have 4 terms with these children, and there will come a time when you will not have those children, okay? So it is a time where we can just push through, not to the brink of burnout, but we can push through because we know that there is an end game, okay? So just remember that in the back of your mind. It's not going to last forever, okay? Nothing, unfortunately, lasts forever. So we can remember that. You are not selfish for needing space. You're not dramatic for feeling done. You are human. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You are a human being, okay? You're not your job. You are a human. So, some action steps for you this week. I want you to keep it really simple. I want you to, number 1, cancel or delegate just one thing. A meeting, a duty, a task, just something that you really don't actually need to do, but cancel or delegate just one thing. So that's number 1. Number 2, add one restorative thing. So a nap, a walk, a creative outlet, something that you love to do. Just one restorative thing to restore you and your nervous system. Number 3, I want you to say no without guilt. Start small, just one, and then move on from there. But say no without feeling that guilt in the back of your mind or in your gut, wherever it is that you feel those feelings. I want you to not feel guilty. And number 4, check in with your body once a day and ask, what do I need to do right now? What do I need? What does my body need right now? Do I need food? Am I hangry? You could just ask my daughter that question. She's really good at demonstrating what hangry means. She gets that from her mother. Yay. Guys, you don't have to fix everything. You just need to start tending to yourself again. I was about to say trending to yourself again. No, let's not do that. Let's tend to ourselves again. Back to you, because you are number 1. We have to look after you first, because how on earth can you look after those other little humans in front of you if you are not looking after yourself? So if you are feeling like burnt toast, overdone, overlooked, and totally flat, I see you. You are not failing. You're just running on empty, and no one can pour from that. You cannot run on empty. We know this. I've said this. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I've said this repetitively. Wow. I think I'm running a little bit on empty right now because my words aren't wording, as one of my students have said to me before. My words are just not wording. They're not coming out right. So there we go. There's your little bit of bonus info for the day. Again, this is our real talk. But you can't pour from an empty cup. We know that. Your calm matters. Your joy matters. Your job's important, but it should never come at the cost of your mental health. Okay? So, If this episode hit home, please send it to a teacher friend or someone in education who you think might need it too. They might not even be in education. They might be in another job and feeling these feelings as well. Again, words not wording, guys. Oh my goodness me. So share it around, share the love. You can tag me at Aligned and Thriving for Teachers. I love seeing which episodes are speaking to you, what you love hearing about, what you want to hear more about. What do you want me to talk about? Please feel free to send me a DM on Instagram. I am more than happy to have chats with people or create some episodes that are written for you, the things that you think, yep, I really need to hear that, because someone else might need to hear it too. And that is the whole purpose behind Aligned and Thriving for Teachers, is that I thought that other people might need to hear what I have to say, because there's some things in there that I wanted to hear when I was a beginning teacher, and sometimes even experienced teachers really need to hear some home truths to remind them that, again, we're all doing a really tough job. It just seems to get tougher as the years go on, but we all need to support each other. And nobody is going to be able to do this amazing job that we do if we're not actually looking after each other and looking after ourselves. So please remember to do that. So you've had a lot of information come at you this day, whatever time of day it might be for you. For me, it is nighttime that I'm recording this. And if you can hear the amazing star of the show, the dog, it is her tea time. So this is why she is barking for attention. So I am going to go and sort her out. But until next time, I want you to breathe deep, rest often, and stay thriving. I'll talk to you next time, guys.